Okay, so picking off where we left off, we were comparing the way Ravana describes Ramachandra, and he describes Rama as a horrible person. And then Valmiki, on the other hand, describes Rama as the best, most perfect person in the whole wide world. One more thing Valmiki describes about Lord Rama that I'd just like to add here is Valmiki goes into depth about the way Rama speaks. He adds three adjectives to describe the way Rama speaks: Purvabhashi, Mridubhashi, and Madhurabhashi. Purvabhashi is someone who spontaneously, they of themselves, go and greet the other people around them. Despite being the prince of Ayodhya, Rama did not have this sense of arrogance that, oh, they have to come approach me, they should talk to me. Instead, Rama was very humble and soft hearted, and he would go up happily approach everyone around him. So that's why Rama is called Purva Bhashi, Purva. He goes and approaches and talks to people. Rama is also Mridubhashi. He has such a soft voice. He can, of course, modulate his voice. When he needs to be soft, he'll be very soft. But when he's speaking to Rakshasas like Ravana, he will be Gambhira Kanta. He will have a deep voice. And then finally, Rama is also Madhurabhashi. He has a very sweet voice. Whatever he says, whatever words he communicates, it brings so much joy and happiness to the hearts of the onlookers and the listeners. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Anudvega karam vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat. Whenever we speak, a characteristic should be anudvega. We should not agitate. We should not hurt the person who is speaking, who is listening to us. Anudvega karam vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat. We should speak the truth, but that truth should be communicated in a loving, priyam and hitam, beneficial way, in a way that uplifts the other person. And this is embodied by Lord Rama in the Valmiki Ramayana. He's Madhurabhashi, Purvabhashi, Mridubhashi. He doesn't agitate the listeners. He doesn't hurt the listeners. He deeply cares about everyone who is listening to him. So again, these are some of the more beautiful, delicate qualities of Lord Rama that is described by Valmiki. That again is a juxtaposition to how Ravana describes Lord Rama. But anyway, coming back to the whole story, what was I describing before? I was describing the conversation that was happening between Maricha and Ravana. So Ravana is going on and on and on describing how Rama is such a horrible person. And he goes on to describe what actually just happened. Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita were living in the Dandakaranya forest, in the deep, dense, thick forests of the southern hemisphere of India. And that at that point, those forests were ruled by the Rakshasas named Kara and Dushana. Kara and Dushana were the leaders of Janasthana. And Kara and Dushana had this horrible, terrifying army of 14,000 soldiers. And they ruled the Janasthanas with an iron fist. They would ruthlessly kill anyone who came in their way. So, in a very twisted manner, Ravana describes how Shurpanakha was assaulted, as he says, as Ravana says, by Rama and Lakshmana. We know the fact is otherwise. Valmiki describes that Shurpanakha had tried to kill, she said, I'm going to kill and eat Sita because she is coming in the way between Shurpanakha getting married to Rama. Immediately, as a form of self-defense, Lakshmana cuts off the nose of Shurpanakha. And Shurpanakha then goes crying to her cousin brothers, Kara and Dushana, who are the kings and the rulers of the Janasthana forest, the horrible, terrifying demons. And she goes to them and urges them to seek revenge for all that they've done to her. She's adding some masala to the story. They are understanding something else. The truth is far from distant. Nobody cares about the truth. They only care about their revenge and their surge of emotions. And it is described that Lord Rama is able to kill the 14,000 demons of Janasthana, headed by Kara and Dushana, in a matter of 72 minutes. In just 72 minutes, Lord Rama has wiped off the 14,000 demons of Janasthana. And Sri Bhadrachala Ramadasu, who is a great saint in the Andhra tradition, writes a beautiful piece of poetry describing this very scene of how Rama kills the 14,000 demons single-handedly in just 72 minutes. He says, Bhandana Bhimud Artajana Bandhavudu Jwala Bana Tunako Danda Kala Prachanda Bhujatāndava Kirtiki Ramamurtikin రెండవ సాటి దైవమిక లేడనుచున్ గడకట్టి భేరిక డాండర డాండ డాండ నిలద్రంబుల జాండము నిక్క మత్తవేదంబము నిక్కుచాటెదను దాశరథి కరుణాపయోనిధి. I offer my salutations to that Ramachandra, that Lord Ramabhadra, who within a matter of 72 minutes has destroyed, has decimated the 14,000 demons. It is incomprehensible to the human eye when Lord Rama is lifting his arrow, stringing his arrow, and releasing his arrow. All of this is happening faster than the eye can even comprehend. If he's killing 14,000 demons in 72 minutes, he's roughly killing 200 to 300 demons every 60 seconds. And that just shows the power and the valor of Lord Ramachandra. He's beyond comprehension. Of course, Ravana doesn't describe Rama's power in such a glamorous manner. Instead, he portrays Rama as a horrible, cruel man who's mercilessly hurt these 14,000 demons, even though those 14,000 demons came to attack him all at once. Then Ravana goes on to say, Maricha, I've got a foolproof plan. I've got a foolproof plan. What I want you to do, Maricha, is I want you to become a golden deer. You, Maricha, are expert and trained in the Maya Vidyas. You know how to take on different costumes, different forms. Take on the form of a golden deer with silver spots. This is exactly how Valmiki describes it, a golden deer with silver spots. Go in front of Mother Sita, play in front of her. I am sure she will become captivated and enchanted looking at you. And at that time, she will certainly send Rama and Lakshmana to go catch you. At that time, I will go in disguise and kidnap Sita Devi. This is my foolproof plan. This whole time, Maricha is just listening. And if you take a look at this picture, you will see that Maricha is actually terrified. You can see the fear, the anguish, the pain in his eyes. Valmiki describes, Tasya Rama katham shrutva marichasya mahatmanaha shushkam samam abhavat vaktram paritrastaha bhabhuvacha. Okay. There's a lot to break down in this verse right here. This is one of the most fascinating verses in the Aranyakanda. So Valmiki says, Tasya Rama Katam Shrutva, just the very mention of the word Rama, Maricha is getting terrified. Maricha is horrified when he hears the word Rama. And then, very interestingly, Valmiki says, Marichasya Mahatmanaha. Who would have ever thought that the word Maricha and Mahatma would be used in the same sentence? Mahatma means great soul, great person, elevated person. And here Valmiki is describing Maricha as a great person, a high-souled person. We all know the history of Maricha. We know that Maricha was one of those scary demons who tried to destroy the yajna of Vishwamitra Maharshi in the Balakanda of the Ramayana. It is because of Maricha and his friend Shubha and Tadaka that Vishwamitra has to bring the 16-year-old Rama and Lakshmana to the forest so that they may protect the yajna, they may protect the fire sacrifice. And we know that Rama and Lakshmana, just at the age of 16, they are able to shoot Maricha and Subahu. They kill Subahu and shoot Maricha thousands and thousands of miles away. So Maricha has a bad experience with Rama. He knows that the 16-year-old Rama is so powerful. So again, a lot of things to break down with this verse. Tasya Rama katam shrutva marichasya mahatmanaha shushkam samam abhavat vaktram paritrastaha bhabhuvacha. Completely shaken. Maricha is completely shaking. In fact, the next verse is what Valmiki says, Maricha mouth goes dry. His mouth is completely dry, and Maricha here has to lick his lips because he's so scared that his mouth went completely dry. Trastaha bhabhuvacha. He is shaking with fear. His knees are trembling. I'm sure we can all relate at some point in our life when we were very scared. We can understand that feeling of what Maricha is going through. And then Maricha looks at Ravana in the eye and he says, "Oh, Ravana, oh, my dear King Ravana, I think there has been a horrible misunderstanding. You want me to become a golden deer and try to lure Rama away from Mother Sita? Are you sure that this is what you want to do? Let's take a step back here, Ravana. There are a lot of things that you don't know about Lord Rama." So Maricha, of course, proceeds to describe that just at the age of 16, Rama was able to destroy so many demons who came to pour pots of blood and bones and guts into the sacrificial fire. Just at the age of 16, that was Rama's prowess. But then there is one more story that Maricha has with Lord Rama. One more story. So Maricha has a very horrible past. He's not a nice person. Maricha has this incredible art, knows this incredible vidya of disguising himself as various animals. And Maricha is able to disguise himself as a simple, innocent deer. But what he ends up doing is Maricha will go to the ashramams and he will go near, very innocently go near the rishis. But as soon as the rishis try to pet him or play with him, he will bite their necks, drink their blood, and kill them. This is a game for Maricha. He's a brutal, horrible person. A lot of scary tactics that he would use. And one time, when Rama was in the forest, sees Lord Rama, Mother Sita, and Lakshmana peacefully sitting in the forest. And Maricha is thinking, wow, Simhaskanda Mahabahum. This Rama is looking so handsome, so tall, so beautiful. I think he would be a wonderful dinner. So what Maricha ends up doing is with his friends, they disguise themselves as deers, and then Maricha sends his friends, and he says, "That's Rama right there. When he was 16, he was so powerful. But I think Rama is just living in the forest right now. I think he's not being a warrior anymore. I think he became a sage or something like that. I think we can go eat Rama now. He's not powerful anymore." Wrong conclusion. Maricha sneakily sends his two friends to try to kill Rama. Rama immediately senses them and sees that they're papa mrigas, sinful disguised deer. And with just two snake-like arrows, Rama cuts through and kills those demons. And ever since that incident, our Maricha has been suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. He is absolutely terrified of Lord Rama. He looks back at Ravana. He says, "I am terrified of Lord Rama. Lord Rama is incredibly powerful. At the age of 16, he was a mighty warrior. At the age of 25, when he was in the forest, he was a mighty warrior. This is the end of his exile. By this point, he has slayed the 14,000 demons of Janasthana in a matter of 72 minutes. And you're telling me that you want to put up a fight with Ramachandra? Are you crazy right now, Ravana? Please discipline your desires, or else your desires will destroy you. You are playing with fire right now. I know Mother Sita is very beautiful. I have a feeling, I'm guessing. Valmiki is describing that Maricha has a hunch. Maricha is guessing that Mother Sita must be Devi herself. Maricha says, "Ravana, I'm going to be very honest with you. You have committed so many sins in your life. You have kidnapped so many women. You have hurt so many people. I believe Sita is the goddess herself who has come to destroy you. She is your end. She is the ravaging fire who will ultimately burn Ravana, Lankeshwara, to death. Listen to me, Ravana. If you don't discipline your desires, your womanizing desires, your desires will destroy you." This is what Maricha says to Ravana. Then, this is another reason. This is another reason why Maricha is described as Mahatmanaha. Remember in that previous verse, Valmiki very interestingly says that Maricha is Mahatma because Mahatmas are Trikala Jnanis, Trikala Darshis. They can see the past, present, and future. And look at what an incredible prediction Maricha has made. He is stating right here that Mother Sita must be Devi herself, must be Mother Lakshmi herself, who has come to be your end. And that is absolutely right. That's what we know the Ramayan to be. So that again speaks to why Maricha is a Mahatma, a great soul. Then this part is interesting. This part is very interesting. One of the most classic verses of the Valmiki Ramayana that describe the prowess of Lord Rama, the glory of Lord Rama, is actually uttered by the demon Maricha. Maricha says, O Ravana, Ramo vigrahavan dharmaha sadhu satya parakramaha raja sarvasya lokasya devanam athavanivaha. O Lord Ravana, O King Ravana, Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. Rama is the walking, talking embodiment of Dharma. If Dharma is a person, it is Rama. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. Sadhu Satya Parakramaha. He is the protector of the sadhus and he is the protector of the truth. Sadhu Satya Parakramaha. Raja Sarvasya Lokasya. He is the king of the whole wide world. Devanam Athavanivaha. Even the devatas worship him. Maricha goes on to describe, O Ravana, Rama is equivalent to Varuna. Rama is greater than Varuna. Rama is greater than Indra himself. All the devatas clasp their palms to worship Lord Ramachandra. He is the most terrifyingly powerful person in the whole wide world. Listen to me, Ravana. Please don't take this route. Don't mess with Lord Rama. Then the third lesson that Maricha says to Ravana is, Oh Ravana, you were just saying before, you were saying, oh, I heard that Dashratha, the father of Rama, kicked Rama out of his own kingdom because he couldn't stand him. He couldn't even stand his own son. So the king kicked the son, Rama, out of the kingdom. Na vaktum arhasi. Do not jump to conclusions. Those words do not befit coming out of your mouth. Do your research. You are a king, Ravana. You have unfortunately surrounded yourself with yes men. No matter what you say, your ministers will say, yes, sir, yes, sir. That's such a great idea. Stop doing this, Ravana. Please do your research before coming to a conclusion. Rama is the embodiment of Dharma. Just so to fulfill the promise given by Dashratha to his wife Kaikeyi, Rama, without any fight, without any complaints, gives up his kingdom and goes to live in the forest for 14 years. Rama is the embodiment of sacrifice. Try to understand Ravana. Do your research before talking about a specific person. Don't jump to conclusions about him. And for the matter of your sister, did you actually try to understand what happened? What even happened with Shurpanaka? She instigated them. She said that she would try to eat Sita. She jumped and attacked Sita. That's the reason why they defended themselves. This was not an unmotivated assault on Shurpanaka. One caveat, one statement I'll make here is unfortunately in this day and age with the surge of social media, there is this repeated statement that Ravana is a great brother because he took revenge for Shurpanaka. Kidnapping Sita was his way of getting revenge for Shurpanaka. And that is wrong on multiple reasons, as evidenced by the Valmiki Ramayana, which is the Pramana, which is the highest literature and form of evidence when it comes to Lord Rama. Shurpanaka had a bloody nose, and she goes in front of Ravana in the Sabha, in the court. Ravana at that time is not too concerned. He's not that convinced. It is only after Shurpanaka painstakingly describes the bodily beauty of Sita that Ravana gets excited and decides that he wants to kidnap Sita. So again, the reason why Ravana kidnaps Sita is not necessarily for revenge. That's just a side reason. The main reason is because he's captivated just hearing the beauty of Mother Sita. So again, coming back to the point, Maricha says, Na vaktu maharasi, it does not befit a king to speak this way. Then Maricha, after giving his counsel, after giving his advice to Ravana. Again, he gives three major pieces of advice. He says, Ravana, discipline your desires. Number two, Ravana, understand that Rama is the embodiment of dharma. And three, don't surround yourself with yes men. Be open to conflicting ideas. Try to understand the other person's point of view and do not jump to conclusions without proper research. A king should never speak this way. And taking a pause here, I think these are three incredible lessons that we can implement in our lives too. We can also take in these ideas and implement them to live a more enriching life. Then Maricha goes on to describe his own personal problems and in his own personal struggles. Remember, Maricha described two traumatic incidents that he had with Rama. The 16-year-old Rama and then the 25-plus-year-old Rama. The Rama who just with two arrows zipped two snake-like arrows and destroyed the friends of Maricha. Ever since then, Maricha has been in a state of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Maricha cannot sleep. He says this in Valmiki Ramayana. I cannot sleep and I cannot eat. And at this time, I'm just trying to focus on yoga. I am trying to focus on dedicating myself in the upasana of the Lord. And then this is where it gets very interesting. This is a verse uttered by Maricha in this Sarga of the Ramayana. Maricha, as he's describing his fears and his concerns about Lord Rama, he says, Vrikshe vrikshe cha pashyami, chira krishnanjinambaram, gruhita danusham banam, pashahasta ivantakam. So he says, Oh Ravana, I can't even tell you how scared I am of Lord Rama. Everywhere I go, no matter where I go, I always think of Rama. Vrikshe vrikshe cha pashyami. Vriksha means tree. If I look at a tall tree, if I see a tall tree, my heart sinks, my heart drops, thinking that it's the tall Ajanubahum Maravinda Dalayataksham. I'm terrified that that tree is Rama. Everywhere I go around me, I see trees everywhere, and I'm terrified that it must be Lord Rama. That Rama who is dressed in Chira Krishna Anjanambaram, who is holding a Danusha and who is holding an arrow. It looks like this Rama is there to kill me. So you can see it's very interesting here. Maricha is now constantly thinking about Rama. In his sleep, he's thinking about Rama. When he's eating, he's thinking about Rama. No matter where he goes, he's thinking about Rama. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna again and again and again reminds us to think about Krishna at all times. He says, Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dravratah namasyantascha mam bhakta nityayukta upasate. So he says, Satatam, at all times, Satatam kirtayanto mam, always think of me. And here, even though it's in fear, even though the bhava is fear instead of bhakti, Maricha is constantly thinking about Lord Rama. And this is where it gets very interesting because the Rudram, which comes from the Yajurveda, uh, describes how the devotee is seeing Lord Shiva everywhere. Vrikshebhyo harikeshebhyah pashunam pataye namo namo. I am seeing Lord Shiva in the trees. I am seeing Lord Shiva in the rivers. I am seeing Lord Shiva as Pashupatinath. I see Lord Shiva in all the animals. I see Shiva everywhere. Maricha is seeing Lord Ramachandra everywhere. Vrikshe vrikshe cha pashyami. Then Maricha continues to say, Rakaradini namani ramatrastasya ravana ratnani charataschaiva trasam sanjayananime, which means Rakara. Whenever I hear the sound Ra, if I hear Ratha, chariot, Ratna, diamond, jewel, even if I hear your word Ravana, I'm thinking somebody is going to say Rama. The sound Ra is terrifying me. So please, Ravana, keep me out of your business. Please don't expect me to chase after Lord Rama, to distract Lord Rama from Mother Sita's attention. And so again, this is going back to the title of this presentation. The title of this presentation is Finding Rama Bhakti in the Most Unlikeliest of Places, right? And here we see that Maricha has immersed himself into a most unique type of bhakti. He is finding and seeing Rama in all situations and in all circumstances. Bhakti is constantly immersing our mind in the thoughts of our Ishtadeva, in the thoughts of Lord Rama. And Maricha here, through the Aranya Kanda, through his discussion with Ravanasura, is teaching us to think of Rama at all times and to see Rama in all places, in all circumstances, and to see the hand of Lord Rama behind every event that happens in our life. And again, as the quote says, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. Maricha is a classical example of this. He had a terrible past. He would kill rishis. He would very cruelly kill rishis. But he became Mahatmanaha. Can you imagine Valmiki Maharshi is describing Maricha as a great soul despite his past? That's because he has completely immersed his mind in Rama Bhakti. Every saint has a past, every sinner has a future. Not unlike Ratnakara Valmiki. Ratnakara was a thief. Ratnakara would kill the people who were against him. And at that time, Narada becomes his guru, urges Valmiki to chant the names of Lord Rama. Repeated chanting of Rama's name uh, makes and converts Ratnakara into Maharshi Valmiki, who has ultimately written this incredible piece of poetry, this incredible Ramayana, which is composed out of 24,000 verses. So let us all take this moment to remember the great soul Maricha, the great soul Valmiki, and let us all try to be a little bit like them by inculcating this pattern and this thought of bringing Rama into every thought of our lives. So, with that being said, wishing you all a most auspicious and happy Sri Rama Navami. May you all